The champ is here. The champ is here.
By the way, I'm singing Elton John because tomorrow's Finandigans is Oh, not tomorrow.
Wednesday.
This will be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's we have a Mother's Day, which is funny, but
Yeah.
we just got out of the studio.
Yeah.
Ruining someone's day.
Yeah. We can give it, since it's done, we can say.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so Wednesday is my son's birthday, and he's the son that works here. He works with our sports radio station, an entirely different department. And you guys did Finandigans this time, pretending that the corporate newsletter's coming out. They were supposed to do you guys say they were supposed to do a feature on me this month, and I did it as a tribute to my son. Yeah. And there's a slideshow.
A tribute to your son.
And there's a song.
There's a song, which is the Elton John song I'm singing right now.
I hope you don't mind that I put down. So he thinks after he made me sign a contract that I wouldn't like call him honey or anything like that at work, he thinks that the corporation's about to get a tribute with a slideshow.
Yep. Some baby
with,
pictures.
Like, baby pictures of him and stuff.
A poem.
It's so funny. By the way, when you know you have to bleep your own son for one word he said, I'm like, okay, we'll circle back to that later. We'll circle back to that later, son.
Good. All right, that'll be on Wednesday. Look, you guys, we're champions. Champions.
That's exciting.
I'll let you hold it if you ask nice.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Well, you actually have to ask.
Oh, well, I would like to hold it.
It's heavy.
Oh,
it's heavy.
It is not.
Hey! It's real
awesome.
metal. It's real metal. It's not plastic.
Look at that, too, on the back. Volleyball 2024. This is.
It's not plastic.
It might be a little plasticky forward. Either way, who cares? It's there, and you deserve it.
I do deserve it.
Yeah.
Coach of the year.
Yes.
Not dad of the year, but coach of the year.
And both of your kids' teams
I know.
won.
It was really exciting. So, the saga of which kid do I watch? Luckily, in this big auditorium, there's 5 courts. So you never know where your kids are going to play, especially at the same time. That was the dilemma. Both kids had their championship game. They're on different teams. 5 o'clock Saturday, which is also tip-off of the Nuggets.
Yeah.
You bailed on volleyball to see my precious kids. You bailed to watch the Nuggets game.
I know.
I'll never forgive you for that. Never forgive you for that.
You are recorded saying I'd bail on it. So you forgive and forget real quick on that one.
So we knew going in, we didn't know where the courts were. And then at 5 o'clock, both teams started warming up next to each other. We're like, yes,
huge.
I get to watch both games. I'm going to coach this game. I can look back and see how Delilah's doing. And, these matches are best 2 out of 3. Both teams won their first game.
Okay.
Both teams won their second game within a minute of each other. So celebrations started, and then Jed won. So parents were flooding onto the courts, but both teams, it was
domination.
Domination.
Wow.
We dominated.
Okay, good.
And Delilah's team they didn't have a great season. They barely got into the playoffs, but then they started picking everybody off. Ugh. They had to play the most games out of everybody to win the championship. Jed's team, we were the best, so we got a first round bye.
Oh.
And we still won it. But both kids, man, we came through, and it was so fun.
You were saying something, and we didn't know really anything about this until the show just wrapped up in the studio. And it's very unlike you to say come in hard, but like the other coach was kind of a puke, you said.
Yeah, so
I'm kind of surprised by the details on this.
Yeah, our team, Jed's team, the one I coach, earlier in the season, we played this team. Now, mind you, they're 11-year-old boys and girls. This is co-ed. So this other team, we beat them maybe a month ago. And as you tell each other, good game, good game, good game, under the net, you're high-fiving each other. Hey, good game, good game. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
One or two of the kids on the other team, either with their fingernail or like some sort of weapon, I'm just kidding, scratched all of our players. Instead of high five, scratched.
Like you were saying, they had scratches, like bleeding scratches.
Yeah. And so after because all the kids were like, coach, they scratched us. And so we went up to the coach and we're like, hey, one of your kids is scratching us. not cool. She's like, oh, okay, I'll take care of it. Fast forward to this weekend.
Wait, did you feel at that point she was going to take care of it?
I don't know, actually.
No, you thought she was
I
a
couldn't
puke
tell.
too?
A little pukey.
Okay.
A little pukey. And so this weekend, the coach's kids were sitting right by our servers and like yelling and trying to distract us. And they got kicked out.
They got kicked out.
But we didn't know who it was. And we walked up. We're like, hey, those kids are being really distracting. And then we found out, oh, it was the coach's kids. So just pukey coaches.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's gross.
It's gross.
That's super gross. There's certain things in this world that I like feel to my soul sadness about, and it's stuff like that.
Yep.
Like icky examples that adults make for kids.
Yes. Absolutely.
It bothers me so much.
There's no call for that. I mean, come on.
No.
You got to be the example.
I know.
Be the example. So it was really great though.
But you were saying that day, the second place teams, which I also think is important, didn't get the same kind of medal as you guys got. I've seen that happen and I hate it.
Yeah. That team was sitting on the floor for a long time crying and
were they really crying?
Yeah. There was some. I mean, it's really pretty competitive. Yeah, and we smashed. I'm just kidding. We crushed them. We were great sports about it. We can hold our heads high of how we won the championship.
Did any of your kids feel bad that the other team was crying?
Delilah
did. Yeah.
Jed did not.
Yeah.
Delilah
I know.
Did. She's the empath.
Yeah.
Was upset because she knows she was the child that was going to be won.
Yeah, she's already vulnerable because you picked her brother. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like,
Yeah. In her eyes. There's just a sprinkle of daddy loves him more. Right? Oh my God. That's exciting.
Do you
though,
really
for you guys.
think this is
Congratulations.
plastic? I feel like it might be metal. It's gonna make me mad if it's plastic.
Well, hit
it's
it on
heavy.
something outside of it's. It sounds
that's
saying it's heavy.
plasticky.
Yeah.
That's plastic.
It's not heavy.
Maybe I just want it to be heavy. Let me have this victory.
You can.
Give it to me. I need it right now.
I would have never. Yes. I would have never said anything, but you insisted I hold it and then say, do you think it's plastic? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'll speak the truth.
Here, Big Mike, what do you think? Okay. Say metal. Say metal.
Don't say it's not.
that's so easy. It's so funny.
I know.
You guys are jerks.
It's got a metallic smell.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the way you first
Yeah.
said it's plastic forward.
It's plastic forward. Like somewhere somebody's Tupperware tops are missing and they've now been fashioned into nice metals.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
I don't
That's
know
cool.
what AYL stands for.
Athletic Youth League.
Yes. I could be.
I think so. Matt, if you were a betting man, you would say probably.
Yeah, but I don't know for sure. You'd think I'd know being a coach.
Is that what it is?
Does it say that? Well, yeah.
That's what
I
I
could have guessed
said.
that too, but nobody knows for sure. It's probably something dumb.
TV.
I know because it's such a heavy metal.
All right. Hey, did you watch John Mulaney's special last night?
Which one?
His
live one?
Yes, the live one. Because he did the
I
David
did.
Letterman, My Next Guest, which was fantastic. If you're not a John Mulaney fan, I think I can speak for both of us that we are. I love John Mulaney. I think he's the best that there's ever been.
He's doing a series of live Netflix shows. So there's going to be another one tonight. So his first one was Friday night. It was a little bumpy. There were some problems. He's really like deep diving Los Angeles. Okay. So he's got friends in LA. He brought out Jerry Seinfeld, who I don't really think is funny.
I can't stand Jerry Seinfeld at all.
Seinfeld is my all-time favorite show in the world. Jerry
Obviously.
Seinfeld, I can't stand. I can't stomach him.
Yes.
You know, as a comedian.
So
I
don't think he's a nice person.
I don't think so either. So there's a lot of Jerry Seinfeld with John Mulaney, and he like really goes in on coyotes and like
the animal?
yes,
Why?
because
Does he have
there's
a problem?
coyotes in LA,
Okay.
and that's his whole thing. Like he's deep diving Los Angeles and the different things about LA. So that was Friday. I don't know what tonight's going to be, but it's fine. It's not as funny as his stand-up.
He's
shows.
just so funny. And like, if you don't watch this first, probably, if you've never seen a stand up, like, catch up and do that because
Yeah,
he's
this is
really
not
good.
Friday night's live Netflix show is not his best stuff. Don't make that the first thing you watch.
When I watched the David Letterman special where
That's
they're
really good.
interviewing me, it's so good. I loved how like vulnerable he was. He's like, yeah, I'm a drug addict and an alcoholic. And he was obviously doing very well at this point. And it's nice to see him look so comfortable with talking about his past. But they interview his dad.
I haven't
which
seen that
is
part yet.
The biggest, like, his bits on his dad are so funny. And then you see his dad and you're like, oh my God, I don't know of another time where if I could have pictured somebody, he's perfectly exactly what you think he is.
Yeah.
And that I'm Chip Mulaney. And they're like sitting at dinner, you're like, oh my God, like, that's him. If he would have walked in this room and been like, guess what celebrity's dad this is, you might have been able to say, I bet you that's John Mulaney's dad.
Was it John Mulaney dad and David Letterman like
Yes.
eating dinner together?
Yes.
Oh, I can't. I stopped it before I got to that part.
Yes,
so I'll
watch
finish
it
it tonight.
just for that.
Yeah, I'll finish it tonight.
There's so many funny things that have come out. And then the roast of Tom Brady, which I didn't see either, mostly because our sports teams are in the playoffs and we're still having things to do at night.
I watched
So
the
didn't watch
first
that.
half hour of it last night.
Was it
live.
funny?
No. Here's the thing. I love roasts. Okay, the comedians they bring on for roasts, hilarious. I couldn't get through more than one because Kevin Hart to me isn't funny.
How do you not like Kevin Hart?
I don't think he's that funny. And he wasn't funny last night. I don't think he's a great
think
host.
Kevin Hart's funny?
I don't.
Like
Not really.
the bit when his uncle wears sweatpants to his play
I've never
and he
seen
uses his microphone. Do you know what bit I'm talking about?
I know that.
Oh
I know
my
that
God,
Tom
it's
Brady
so
gets
funny.
really mad at one of the jokes that Jeff Ross says. Actually mad. Like walked up and is like, "Don't talk about it." It was a massaging joke in regards to Robert Kraft, who owns the Patriots. You know, he likes massages and allegedly. So there was a
he
joke.
likes the big finish?
Yes, there was a joke about it, and Tom got up and like got in his face about it. Which that was such a tame joke last night. Like that's not the one I
Why
would
do
have
you
gotten.
think? Okay, so Robert Kraft got arrested at a massage parlor.
Robert Kraft was at the roast last
Okay,
night.
can I ask, and I don't mean to, because I don't know a lot about this with Robert Kraft, was it just that they were doing that at massage parlors, or was it an age thing?
I think there was a
I want to say allegedly because I don't want to get like, you know.
right. There was a what's it called? A sting. There was a sting,
sting
at
operation,
this massage
'Cause it's
parlor,
maybe not legal what they're,
and
how you're
and
finishing up.
Mr. Kraft was known to go there.
Okay, so what
Allegedly.
do you remember the joke? Like, I mean, like,
Um,
why was he so mad about it?
He was saying.
I
that
want to
he
Google
walked
it. No, go for it, because I want to Google it.
yeah, it'll come up.
He was saying that like when he started his career, he walked in their office and said, "Hiring me was the best decision you've ever made."
Mhm.
They paused. They said, "Would you like a massage?"
Yeah,
And that's what made him so
exactly.
mad?
That's what made him so
He
mad.
got up and whispered in his ear, "Don't do that joke again."
Like he really took offense to the dig on Kraft, but Kraft was laughing. He didn't really find it that.
In 2019, Kraft was arrested for soliciting prostitution at a massage parlor. Charges ended up being dropped in 2020, but yeah.
Do you think that this was a bit? I'm looking at the picture. He's in his face going like this. Do you think this was a bit?
I didn't watch long enough to see that part, so I don't know. I haven't seen the clip.
I
it
feel
could
like
be.
this screams bit.
Because they showed him in his seat. You could tell he was visibly like debating whether he should get up. I think it was real. Like, and he also whispered it. Like, you only could barely hear it, but like it wasn't like, hey, don't do that.
That's such a tame joke, though.
What a weird
That's
thing to
such
take
tame
a
joke.
stance on.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's well known that he had a lot of not passion, but loyalty to him. He's
Yeah.
part of his career, but like, do you not know what you signed up for?
Right.
Like,
It's a roast.
There's been people roasted on these shows, and you're the main person. So
What's interesting is he becoming Jim Carrey? Like, have anyone seen him in the same room at the same time lately? Tom Brady looks so much like Jim Carrey lately to me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, and you do when you take your hat off when your hair is crazy. You get the Ace Ventura thing going on.
Oh,
No, not
today.
today. Oh well. Okay, let's do this.
Don't
Go
ever
Nuggets
compare me to
tonight.
Tom Brady again.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, I know, but you just said Jim Carrey and
Oh.
Tom Brady look like, and then I look like. I connected the dots, Tracy.
was
Meanest
gonna
thing
say,
you've
it
ever
didn't
said to me. Meanest thing you've ever said to me.
And it's only Monday. All right, guys. Bye.